so this song is basically made of 4 different chords that keep repeating in different ways. So the first chord is a G chord, which is the notes G, a B, and a D. The second chord is a C chord, which is the notes C, E, and G. The third chord is a D, which is made of a D, an F, and an A. It's an F sharp. And then you'll end on the G chord again, which is the G, B, and a D. Now those are the 4 basic chords for the whole song. The intro actually sounds like this. So let me slow that down for you, and you can just kind of follow along until you get it. Just those 4 chords repeated in different ways, and you can change around the melody to make it your own. For the right hand of the intro, it's just going to be octaves of the same note in the left hand. So it's going to be a G octave, and then it's going to go up to a C octave, and then a D octave, and then a G octave. Now what the hand's actually going to do in the intro is and I'll slow that down for you so you can just kind of follow along, and then you can put the hands together and you've already got the intro. When you put the notes together for the intro, from what I just showed you, it'll sound like this. In the verse, the chords are the same, but they're just going to be played on a little different melody. So this is the easiest and simplest way to play the verse. A G chord, C chord, then back down to the G. Then you repeat that. Other ways you can play this is you can make it a little faster with an extra chord in there. Or you can do triplets, which I do, and part of it is that's just the 2 chords, a G and a C. For the verse down here in the bass clef, all you're going to be doing is jumping octaves in different ways that you prefer. It doesn't even have to be played a certain way, because I play it different ways in the song. And all you're going to be doing is and that's just the G and the C. And then back down to the G. When you put all the notes together for the verse, it'll sound like this. In between the verse and the chorus, where it says, "I ain't here to do anything halfway," there's a really wacky bridge, but I'm going to show you the chords for it. And the first one is a G in root form, which is just your G, B, and D. And the second chord you're going to play, you're just going to move your 2 fingers up one, which which is going to be a G, C, and an E, which is a C chord inverted. And then you're going to move up to a B, a D, and a G, which is just a G chord inverted. And then you're going to go to a G all the way up here, G, B, and D, and you're just going to go like that. You're going to come down to a C in root position, and then go back up to this G. So the chord progression sounds like this. And when you actually play in the song, you're just going to double it. You're going to go. For this wacky little bridge in between the verse and the chorus, in the bass clef, you're going to be playing octaves, as in basically the whole song. And you're going to play a G octave. And you're going to do it 3 times. And you go up to a C octave. And you go back down to G. C, G. So you're just playing the bass of the chord you're going to be playing up here in the right hand. So the whole sequence of the right hand in the little wacky bridge is G, 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 C, G, C, G. When you put the notes together for the little wacky bridge thing, it's going to sound like this. Chorus, the chords are the same, but they change a little bit. So, the first chord in the chorus is a G. The second chord is a D. Not the C, so don't get that mixed up. And the next one's E, which is an E, G, and a B. Then you go back down to a C. So the chorus chord progression is going to sound like this. And the actual melody of the chords in the chorus is going to be just 1, 2, 3 on each chord. So it's that's just the G, D, E, and C. Down here in the bass clef, it's going to be the same chords as up in the treble, but instead of playing it 3 times in an octave, you're going to be playing it 4 times. So it's going to sound like this. Your chords are going to be G in the octave, D, E, and the C. And you just play them 4 different times, just kind of jumping. Repeat that twice for the chorus. When you put all the notes together that I just showed you for the chorus, it's going to sound something like this. second bridge towards the end of the song where it goes, oh, oh, alright, you're going to play a G chord, then a C chord, then a D, and then back down to a G. You're going to play that exact sequence 3 times. After you play that 3 times, when you get to the 4th one, you're going to go G, C, D, and then to a C rather than the G. Then you're going to invert it once, invert it again, and once more. And what inverting is just taking the root chord, which is the C, E, and the G, and putting this C on top, up here. So take it off the bottom and put it on top, which is an E, G, and a C. Do it once more, take the bottom note, which is an E, put it on top, so it's G, C, E, and then once more and you're back in root position, C, E, G. There's another little bridge toward the end of the song where it says, oh, oh, alright, tonight is telling us we're way too young. In the left hand, you're going to be playing octaves, again, and the octave progression is going to be G, C, D, G. And you're going to play it again. And then I'll play it again. And on the 4th time you're going to end on a C, so it goes. You're going to play that last C 4 times. So the chord progression is G, C, D, G. But on the 4th time that you play it through, you're going to go G, C, D, C. On the second bridge in the song, it's going to sound like this when you put all the notes together.